This next question, I'm shocked how many people don't know this, but what is a target school? So there are certain schools that if you attend, you will have a much higher likelihood of going and achieving a career on Wall Street, typically through an analyst training program at a major sell-side bank. It's pretty rare that you'll get a job straight into the buy side having not gone through an analyst training program. But if you attend one of these schools, the major banks are actually looking for graduates from these places and therefore are coming on campus for information sessions first to kind of get a file, so to speak, on who might be worth interviewing for a summer analyst position. And then ultimately, from the summer analyst position, who might be worth being granted and being extended an offer for a full-time analyst position upon graduation. So the big three schools are going to be Princeton, Harvard, and Wharton. And so if you go to one of those three schools, you stand a really, really good shot, even if you're kind of a middle of the pack student, of at the very least getting interviews, most likely landing a summer internship, and then getting a shot from there. So there's a little bit more margin for error academically and performance-wise. If you attended one of these schools, the thought goes nobody ever got fired for hiring the Harvard or Wharton or Princeton grad. So what about the other schools? There's kind of tangential schools, which imagine concentric circles. If that's the center of the dartboard, the next concentric circles out would be like Yale, MIT, Stanford, possibly University of Chicago, Dartmouth. And so there's less, but still plenty of investment banking hiring needs there. So if you're looking to get into M&A or sales or trading, those are probably the three most competitive, then maybe outside you could also land some competitive roles, but you'd be kind of more the exception to the rule. You'll see more kids from the first three schools than you will from the other schools filling out those three main teams. But you might get into equity capital markets or debt capital markets or something like that. And so there's schools beyond that where you could still get into any of those five groups, specifically M&A, sales, trading, equity, or debt capital markets. And so let's say you go to the Kelley School. Northwestern I might put in that second tier. Stanford I should have put in that second tier. But then NYU, University of Michigan, like the Ross School. I'm sure I'm missing a couple, maybe Cornell, maybe like Tufts, though that's really pushing it. But those schools, because of alumni networks, and the California schools, so USC, UCLA, maybe, but you're probably at best working at Houlihan Lokey coming out of those schools, most likely. And so now what happens if you don't go to one of those schools? What if you're not from a target school? How does it work? So we'll make that the next video.